Well, everyone, this is take 2. I literally just recorded this whole podcast episode, and 5 minutes into it, the audio just stopped working without me even realizing. So, life is good. Life is good. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully the second time will be a bit better. Who knows? Maybe this is all meant to happen. But episode 94 today. So we're coming up to 100 very, very quickly, team. So if you guys want to give me some feedback, give me some opinions on what you think I should do episode 100 on, let me know. I'm thinking probably doing a bit of a recap on the journey to 100 episodes. I would no doubt be in the top 5 to 10% of podcasters because majority of people just don't follow through with whatever they intend to do. So don't be that person. I think it's like if you get past like 20 something episodes, I think you're in the top 10% or something. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it. If you do find value from this, or not only this episode, but previous episodes, please do let me know because that's the only way that I know that people like it. And we've got good old Carlos here. Got a spare bed in here. So little reminder, you don't need fancy setup to make it work, team. You just got to have a purpose and you'll make it work. But anyway, today we're talking about an offer document and how you can use this in your business. So there's 2 ways that you can use an offer document. You can either use it to sell your services completely without doing a consult. So sell via a document, which is awesome. I've done that before myself. In fact, I've got people to pay $13,000 through DMs, through a document, through a DM. So it's pretty cool. The other way to do it is a nurture. So what that looks like is you can make a variation of the same document that I'm talking about, but you can send it out to people that have booked in with you to warm them up to want to buy from you, sorry. But you're not going to put the price on there. That's the only thing that's different. So, a little bit of a personal update. On mine, more automations and more AI software that I'm investing in is started using ManyChat. Now, ManyChat's got a new feature now where you can DM new followers on autopilot, which is one of the tasks that my VA has been doing. I actually have got a new VA as well now, so I've still got 2 VAs, just replaced someone. So yeah, it's been a good few weeks, which is great. But I'm super keen to get into today's episode. So as I said, there's just 2 different ways you can use this. I'll go through both. Realistically, for majority of people on this podcast that's listening to this would use it as a nurture. Don't fully replace your sales calls or consults right now. Especially if you're like brand new. You want to get as many people in front of you as possible because if you're selling via a document, your conversion is going to go down. I'm sorry to say. Just you can't handle all the objections on the spot and people are going to be hesitant. So the offer document is ideally there to handle as many objections as possible. So it's perfect for PTs that are already getting interest via DMs or the gym floor or referrals. You can actually send this document to them to kind of warm them up to want to work with you. Or anyone that's looking to really save time and get people into a more buying state of mind before they come see them. And it's to eliminate people who aren't going to be a good fit. Not a good fit for you if you don't have a validated offer yet. You're still kind of figuring out what to sell or you're not sure who your ideal client is. Okay, so we're going to go through like the psychology behind the offer document. Then I'm going to go through the 8 stages of the offer document. So I'm not going to build one out for you. If you do want me to build one out for you as an example, then just DM me the word offer doc and I'll send you through the training. All right, let's get into it. So the psychology behind the offer document. So the whole idea is you get some interest. You send people the offer document. They either apply to work with you or they get warmer, as in they're more hyped to work with you, and you then get the sale. That's essentially the psychology behind it, which is as simple as it gets. So let's go through the 8 sections of a high converting offer document. So I'll go through the one where you completely eliminate yourself from having to do sales calls, which is like, that's the whole end goal, right? You don't want to have to do sales calls. You don't have to convince people to buy your service or your product. You just want people to pretty much line up and be like, yep, I'm in. It's a no-brainer offer, and let's go. Lock and loaded. So the first thing is your ideal client is at the top. So who is it for and who is it not for? That's going to eliminate the people who are a good fit and who are not a good fit. So if they're not a good fit, they'll stop reading, okay? Then you got the no-brainer offer. This is to kind of hook them in to read the whole document. It's going to give them a summary of what you're promising or what your guarantee is. If you don't have a guarantee or a promise, you are losing sales, okay? You are losing sales because of this. Then we've got the 3 phases to the results. Now, everyone's going to be a little bit different to this because you've all got your own individual way of training people. Just want to make sure my microphone's still working. I'm kind of scarred right now. So the 3 phases, though, could be like if someone wants to lose 15 kilos, the first phase might be building habits and forming the foundations. Step 2 would be first phase, the calorie deficit and optimizing performance in the gym. Step 3 would be maintenance calories and looking at, whatever it is for you. Could be performance in the gym still, or it could be gaining muscle, or whatever it is for the individual, whatever it is for your ideal client. 3 phases could be lose your first 5 kilos in the first 90 days, could be your first phase. Then it's maintenance for the next phase, and then you lose the last 10 kilos in the last phase. Whatever it looks like for you, you want to kind of lay that out in terms of what it kind of looks like. You're stepping them through basically what it's like to work with you. Number 4 is support and coaching. So what are the deliveries? How do you actually show up and support people? Is it face-to-face? Is it online? Is it weekly check-ins? Is it monthly coaching calls? Is it unlimited support? What does that actually look like? The guarantee, and then we've got some bonuses. So the guarantee is kind of the no-brainer offer that I talked about before. Then we've got the bonuses. The bonuses are extra things that you should have already made this stuff for previous clients. But if you haven't, you can obviously make them up very, very quickly. But if you imagine your ideal client, what are some other problems that they've got that you could solve in like a PDF or with a checklist? Here's a checklist to not going over your calories on the weekends. Here's a example grocery list for 2,000 calories. Okay? Bonuses like that, worth an extra $97 each time. It builds up the value stack. Then you got the investment, obviously if you're selling by this document, and then you got the call to action. Call to action essentially means what's the next step? Next step is to click on the link to buy the product, essentially. Now, if we flip that, and we're going to talk about the nurturing side of things, everything stays the same except for the investment. Okay? Everything stays the same. The call to action is going to be obviously a little bit different. The call to action is going to be either show up to your consultation to find out what option is going to be the best one for you, or send a message to Matt on Instagram with the words "I'm in," and we'll discuss what option is going to be best for you. Okay, so the ideal client, no-brainer offer, 3 phases to the results: support and coaching, guarantee, bonuses, then call to action. That is the 7 steps if you're going to be nurturing. Now, when I say nurturing, you want to do this, so you book the appointment, so they've already kind of inquired, or if you're at like a face-to-face gym, you might have already called like a new member, and you booked them in for like a free health assessment. Basically, you can either send it to them pretty much almost like a couple of hours after you first book in, which you can automate this, or you can do it yourself if you want. Otherwise, you send it to them at least 24 hours before the scheduled appointment time. Okay? It gives them a chance to actually read the document and obviously ask questions when they come in to see you. So that's how you want to do that. So nurturing at least 24 hours beforehand, and then send a text message, which again, you can automate this as well. You can send a text and say, hey, I just want to make sure you got that email that I sent you about what it's like to actually work with us. Let me know once you've read it. Okay, you'll have highly qualified prospects, so your sales conversion should go up, and you'll actually save more time because people who aren't interested at all with working with you will cancel the appointment before they even take it. Okay, that's pretty much it, team. That is the offer document in a nutshell. Very, very good either way, whether you want to do it as a nurture or completely remove yourself from the sales process. Just keep in mind, as I said before, you will get less people buying if you are going to completely sell via a document. Okay. Hopefully this audio works this time around and I don't have to do it a third time. But just make sure you follow and subscribe wherever you're listening to it, on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, wherever you're listening. That's the only way that I know that I'm actually doing something of value to you guys. So can you please just do that for me, or send me a message to say that you're actually liking the podcast. So until next time, peace out.